Protesters coming out by the thousands in South Korea today to rally against their government on South Korean Independence Day. The group accusing President Moon Jae-in of putting North Korea's needs ahead of the South during recent negotiations. The demonstrations come just weeks after both countries agreed to have their athletes march under a united flag at the opening ceremonies in Pyeongchang. President Moon telling the media he's simply using the games as an opportunity to diffuse tensions. He has made several attempts to spark talks with the U.S. and the North, including asking Washington to, quote, lower its standards for dialogue with the North. President Trump reiterated he would only negotiate sanctions if denuclearization was on the table. Time is running out for President Moon. The U.S. and South Korea have military exercises planned to start on April the 1st, and the North usually responds to such maneuvers by putting any kind of talks on ice for the duration of those maneuvers. They are expected to take several months. North Korea, meanwhile, announcing on state-run TV KRT that it was well prepared for a second, tougher phase of sanctions from the U.S. Now, last week, President Trump warned of a phase 2 of sanctions that could be very, very unfortunate for the world if the North doesn't give up its nuclear and missile programs. Right now, one person, 27 companies, and 28 ships are facing sanctions by the U.S. To New Zealand now, where the state's intelligence agency is confirming an assassination attempt was made on Queen Elizabeth during a royal visit in 1981. It's the first time the government has confirmed the attempt, almost 40 years after the fact. According to declassified documents, a then 17-year-old troubled teen named Christopher Jones Lewis targeted the Queen with a single gunshot as she stepped out of a motorcade to greet onlookers. Several people from the crowd reported hearing the shot, but were told by police it was a car backfiring. An inquiry has been launched to look into exactly what happened and why the police tried to cover it up. Records show officers kept a close eye on Lewis throughout the visit, fearing that he was still a risk. The teen was only charged with a firearms-related offense after the stunt, adding to claims that police downplayed the incident to prevent embarrassment to the country. Lewis was later charged in a murder investigation and took his own life in prison in 1997. As for the investigation into the 1981 assassination attempt on the Queen, police say the investigation continues, but their findings will be made public.